Uno Saltarosso there, Inter 2, Milan 1. Revenge is complete, guys. What a match, what a fun derby that was. That was even more fun than the one in the Serie A few months ago. Crazy shit went on. Ibra, Lukaku having beef, the referee getting subbed, late goals, 10 minutes of added extra time. Like, what? That was crazy ass match. And let's get into that review, man. Oi, that was crazy, man. Like, in the prediction, I predicted Inter win with Martino. You know, he was like downplaying Milan, but you know, you saw this Milan team, you know, going down to 10 man, you know, not really the starting 11, even though it wasn't Inter's either, but these guys just, you know, they just know how to get results these days, you know. And Tatarusanu, just as keepers do against Inter, you know, Martino said he was his biggest worry for this match, the second goalkeeper, because Donnarumma was red carded, and this guy played out of his skin. You know, he made some saves that he's probably never made in his whole life, and it looked like one of those matches where, like, Jesus. But in the end, the deserving team won, bro. No lies. 27 shots for Inter, 10 shots on target. Milan only had 5, only 1 on target, which was the goal. I don't think does that even count as on target, because it went in off the post. But yeah, like 36% possession I think they had in the end. Like, you know, Inter dominated the game. It was the deserved winner, but so many things to talk about. You know, first of all, the goal. We just knew as soon as the lineup came out, Alex Kolarov on that left-hand side, Perisic, Kolarov, Vidal, that left-hand side was worrying me. It was different from the lineup that we saw in the match preview. And yeah, the goal came from Kolarov's side, Ibrahimovic putting it through Kolarov's legs basically like this, you know. The guy's legs were more open than, I'm not going to even say more than what, but you guys know what I'm on about. Too open, and Andanovic not moving as usual, but it was a laser into the corner. Not much could be done. And even then, you know, Inter were the better team in that first half already. And then towards the end of the half, the Ibra Lukaku beef began. And you know, you guys know as Interisti, Lukaku is like the most, you know, calm, you know, composed individual, gentleman, you know, very nice. I never even see him put a word out of place on the pitch. And even when he gets tackled really dirty, I never see him, like, you know, square up to someone. But Ibra, first of all, he squared up to Romagnoli because he did a little tackle that was out of, you know, time, a bit dirty, but it wasn't that bad. But yeah, already Lukaku looked a bit, you know, looked like he lost control there. But then Ibra said something to him, you know, we went crazy, ballistic, and those two guys, you know, clashed heads, and it seemed like Ibrahimovic was calling him a donkey or something. And then, you know, Lukaku just couldn't let it go. I'd never seen Lukaku that angry. He was irate. That guy was vexed. He was vexed, bro. And he was wanted to beat Ibra up by half time. He was like, meet me outside, catch me outside, bro. And Ibra looked like he was ready as well. That would have been a sick fight to watch. But luckily, they had to be calmed down, especially Lukaku, man. I'm happy that he got calmed down. It was half time. You know, I'm sure Conte said a few things. It looked like Ashley Young, you know, took him to the side, but it came out. And in the end, Ibra, Lukaku came out on top. Lukaku scoring the equalizing penalty. Ibra getting sent off. Kolarov making up for, you know, I'm not going to call it a mistake, but making up for that goal by, you know, getting Ibra sent off. Second yellow for Ibra. Guerra Regiam, man. And then after that, it was just all Inter. We switched to a 4-3-1-2. We saw the 4-3-1-2, which we've seen sometimes in the past when we need a goal. We saw it against Fiorentina at the start of the season, and I think against Cagliari as well. Here and there we see it. But we see every time we put it on, you know, Hakimi and Kolarov are bombing up and down. Milan didn't know what to do. We were creating chance after chance. Lautaro came on as well at one point, and he had a great chance once again, and he shot it straight at Tatarusanu. But what we need to talk about, obviously, guys, what we need to talk about, Christian Eriksen. Christian motherfucking Daneman Eriksen scoring a free kick goal. We've been waiting 3 long years. 3 long years we've waited for Inter to score a bloody free kick, and finally a guy steps up. A guy that, you know, came to Inter as a free kick specialist, and he proved it today. Pinpoint free kick right in the top left-hand corner in the dying minutes, in, you know, in the added time. Ice cool Danish baller Christian Eriksen has finally arrived at Inter. I'm not gonna say this is, you know, this is gonna change his, you know, destiny at Inter. Conte clearly doesn't rate him. You know, he put him on in the 87th minute for Brozovic, but surely, you know, this gives him some confidence, you know, that surely gives Conte, you know, something, you know, to, you know, play with in terms of, or think about in terms next time he does a team, you know, use this confidence now. You know, you saw how everyone celebrated with Eriksen, you know, everyone was hugging him, and, you know, it was clearly, you know, a big burden on, you know, when you're in a dressing room, teammates, you know what your guy is going through, your teammate, your friend. And, you know, we know Eriksen's had a very difficult year at Inter. He looks down, he looks, you know, a little bit not as his best in confidence, very low. But he came on even before the free kick, nice touches, nice passes, no, good energy, came on for Brozovic, who was getting tired. So good substitution by Conte, probably could have done it earlier, to be honest. Once again, he could have done the substitutions earlier, but, you know, we got the result. You know, I'm so happy. Lukaku getting the W over Ibra. Eriksen scoring the winning goal. You know, Eriksen FC, you know, I'm not going to claim to be part of Eriksen FC anymore, because I kind of gave up on him, but I'm so happy for the guy, man. I'm not one of those guys who doesn't rate him. I really like him as a player now. When he leaves Inter, I'm going to support him wherever he goes, because he's still a top quality player. But I'm so happy for him, man. So happy for him. Inter through to the next round, to the semi-final, which is good. And I wanted this win. You know, a lot of people were looking down on this competition, and I don't understand why. You haven't won a competition, a cup, a trophy for 9 years. Why would you look down on this? So now on to the next one. And you see, the more it gets, the more you start to want it. So, and now, you know, getting the derby win, even in the Campionato now, gives you, you know, the extra edge. Now you've got the revenge against Milan. You know, it's been burning us since the start of the season that, you know, those guys got the win. So now, you know, obviously they're going to say, you know, this was in the cup, so it doesn't matter, which is kind of true. But, you know, a derby is a derby. As I was saying yesterday with Martino, I know there wasn't much hype going into this, but the hype, this was probably more deserving of the hype than the Serie A match. You know, all sorts of drama, a lot of quality football. You know, Milan has some nice chances as well. Inter plays some nice football. But as I said, man, we deserve the W. We deserve the win. Whoever comes next, we'll take them. You know, I want to go for the Coppa Italia. Man of the match, Christian Eriksen, guys. I have to give it to Christian Eriksen. Come on, he's never had a man of the match award, I think, from me or from anyone. So let's just give it to Christian Eriksen for the winning goal. But apart from that, man of the match, who could I give it to? I was impressed with Vidal. Even Kolarov, apart from his, you know, could have done better on the goal. He was actually pretty good on the ball, getting up and down. Brozovic was decent as well. Barella, as always, man, fighting. That guy got so punished today. You know, Kessie and you know, Meite, and then he also won the penalty as well. So lots of candidates today. No one particularly stand out, but let's give it to Christian Eriksen, guys. Come on, and you guys make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And as always, guys, Forza Inter, comment down below your man of the match, and I'll see you for the next one, which will be the Benevento match.